Well, the reason why this 20-foot, 8.5-inch trailer is on my parking pad is because my car has been lowered so much that I cannot drive it to the track any longer. And so I went out and purchased my very first trailer. Now you guys can get on the internet and see 1,000 videos on painting their trailer. So pretty much the hardest part has been is to fill some of the cracks and voids with wood putty, and I got it taped off. As you can see, you can watch 1,000 other videos. Like I said, this is what I'm gonna do on the super cheap. The primer on the left was I think $30 something, and the primer epoxy, I think it's another $30 something. And this is the color chips, blue, black, and gray. And also, I don't know if this is gonna work at all, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get some fiberglass cloth to stick on the seams. Sorry, I've been working out here as fast as I can at lunchtime. So these are my products, and I'll show you the results as we go with each step, and see how it turns out. So again, got her prepped up. Oh shit. And we're gonna get the primer down and see if I can get the fiberglass cloth to stick. So with that, let's get after it. All right, here she is prepped for paint. I only had enough of the fiberglass cloth to do the what I thought were the trouble areas, which were around the fenders, here at the transition, kind of the dovetail, and this first gap that seemed to be the one that was wiggling the most, excuse me. So the E-track is laid in, it's kind of inset, if you will, subsurface. So there's just that aluminum guide, if you will, an angle on there. So I taped that up, and we'll see how this goes. So again, got my epoxy seal and my chips, and I'll show you what it looks like after one coat. I'll tell you, one thing I would like to say though is that, boy oh boy, this plywood was soaking up that primer, and this is only a 20-foot trailer, and I barely had enough for 1 gallon. So if you want to do this and you have a trailer that's over 20 feet, you definitely need 2 gallons. And it literally was going on like water and then disappearing down into the plywood. The plywood was so dry, it was soaking it up. It went on milky, and I got it all over the place. I got it in the E-track lot, but you can't even tell where that even was. Get dry so clear. So with that, let's get after it. This is after painting and throwing the paint chips on. I went pretty heavy with the paint chips to hide the imperfections. So here's the dovetail, here's the transition section with that piece of fiberglass cloth down there. We'll see how well that holds up over time. So, but I tell you, I mean, right now I'm pretty happy with the results. It's a trailer floor. It's not my living room floor, so the whole goal here is to protect the floor. So what I'm about ready to do is put on the, I'm gonna murder this word, polysporadic? Polyprostate? Not prostate. Polysporadic clear coat, top coat. So I'm gonna scrape these paint chips and mix that up and get ready to go. What I found best that works was this plastic dustpan. That was fantastic. Followed up by a little turbo booster on the leaf blower, and I did it twice with the dustpan and swept it out for any loose stuff, and then blew it out again. I did try this paint edger, but the little aluminum 90-degree insert there is way too aggressive, sharp edge. It was wanting to pull up the paint and dig into the paint. The plastic dustpan was money with the leaf blower. So this is where I spent my money. The primer coat was like 30 something, less than $40. The paint was less than $40. The paint chips, I'll tell you, I had to go run to Lowe's and get another bag of paint chips. I dramatically underestimated the amount of paint chips. I was trying to hide the flaws. I was going heavy-handed, so 3 little bags for a 20-foot trailer. And so with that said, the primer, I would do 2 gallons of that primer because the wood was just soaking it up so readily. So these 2 cans here, it's 1 gallon each. It's 50-50 mix, 1-to-1. It's even got its own safe word, danger. That's some funny stuff. So its safe word is danger. Time should be its safe word. You get 20-25 minutes of pot time once you mix this stuff up. So I'm going to be working very quickly. Luckily, I only have 20 feet and the ramp to cover. So this was $149 on the internet. I know there was an Amazon purchase. I hate even saying the name, but there was another supplier there. I can't remember who I ordered it from, to be honest with you. But it was the cheapest, highest solids, 85% solid, polyaspartic, that's how you say it properly, polyaspartic floor covering, which, you know, coming off the track with some hot tires, this stuff is supposed to be the best as far as resisting any hot tires. I don't think they meant track tires. Of course, we'll let it cool down off the track, but you know, hey, I got to go with the best possible floor coating that I could have, and for $149, this is unbeatable price point for the polyaspartic floor covering. In my personal garage here, I used an acrylic, very easy to use, but and I did a second coat here underneath the lift. While the car is getting in alignment this weekend. They couldn't get it done Friday, but anyhow, I'm not complaining. They're gonna do a good job. So with that, I'm gonna mix this stuff up 50-50 and put it down and show you a picture of what it looks like with the shiny top coat. We'll get her done. 20 minutes, baby. So this is her in all of her glory. I'll tell you what, it really came out nice. I slathered on that polyaspartic top coat. I gotta cut out the tie downs yet. I'm literally gonna, you can see how thick it is. I mean, I really put it on. So I gotta get the knife and cut that tape off, get nice cut lines on there. And cut my tape here on the side of my railings, a little beauty angle. But yeah, that's her, man. I couldn't be happier. Like I said, there's a lot of imperfections. She's not perfect, but the floor is protected now. So looking for a track day here in 2 weeks. So I didn't know if I was gonna get the walls painted in time, but I know I wanted to protect the flooring. So with that, hey, it's a working project. So I plan on doing a lot of electrical stuff. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, cool. Do your trailer, man. It's worth it. Spend the money on the top coat. That's where the magic is.